Hello, Paul. Very good morning. Vishali, I think in a couple of minutes you can get started.
Sure. Hey, good morning, everyone. All right, looks like now we're good to start. So let me start with this. So very good morning. Thank you for joining this call. So today on the partner call, we have few things to cover. It's certain UI updates that the tool has done recently between the last call and this call. We are going to take you through a premium feature of the tool, which is cloud assessment. So if, uh, 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 be- uh, be- be- to uh, 365 security inspection report, right? Currently, the beta which is in live is Microsoft 365 security inspection. Web application scanner and Google Workspace is something which is coming soon, right? So this is, I just wanted to showcase that this is going to be a change in the UI, and this is where you should be able to see your premium sections abilities that under the main portal, right? So I'll take you through a live demo of all these three sections here: Microsoft 365, web application, and a Google Workspace, right? So going ahead, Microsoft 365 assessment demo. I'll just quickly change my screen. I hope you're able to see M365 screen here.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So Microsoft 365, as I said, it is there into 365 security under cloud assessment. You need to do an integration for this, right? When I said integration, you need to move to settings and integration. And here you will have an option to start your integration for Microsoft 365. Right? So very similar to how other integrations work, you should be able to see credential and company mapping. It's not very complex. So you need to add credential like based on, you need to add an application under your 365 environment and get the respective details like tenant ID, client ID, user principal name, right? What's your application client secret? And I think the major change here, apart from the general Microsoft integration, what you see here is you need to download a certificate once it is ready and the thumbprint, right? So these are two different things which you should be able to see here. Once you do the credential mapping, you save it, and then you should be able to see that under cloud assessment once you do the scan for that particular environment. So this particular demo instance already has that information. So I'm just coming to 365 security inspection report. So what does it help you with, right? So what it helps you with, it gives you an overview of your security posture for Microsoft 365 environments. Definitely it evaluates certain security controls, it will identify vulnerabilities under them. It will give you recommendations as well. It's not just identifying, it will also give you remediations, which are, so for an examples, if you see here, this is the finding. If I click on this, I have an ability to see what are the remediations available for this particular issue which has been highlighted, right? Now that particular issue, you are not compliant, right? Very clearly it says you're not compliant, and that's why it is showcasing it under either it's a critical severity, high severity, medium or low. The categorization is in place. There are certain references which you will find that it is available right again in this particular window. You'll have the remediations available. Now, going one step ahead, I think partner have a question like, will I be able to do this remediation? Does it require any kind of a license for it? Yes. So here for every remediation, we have added a tag for Microsoft Entra ID, what license you should be able to use to do the remediation on that particular item, right? So here it says P1, P2. Likewise, if I move to some other item here, it will have, again, this is also available with P1, P2 license, right? So that way you should be able to see what license will allow you to carry out that particular remediation. Now, this is a first step is identifying. Second step, it gives you a remediation. Third step, when you do the remediation, I think you need to audit and say, okay, what has been remediated, right? So here again, very similar to how we have the solution view or the remediation plan view, we have also added 365 remediated records, right? So anything which has already been remediated, you should be able to see that remediated records here. And again, on the similar lines, you have an ability to even suppress all any of these items, right? So I can just go ahead suppress, same flow that we use for the general suppression. You should be able to see it under suppression over here. You follow the suppression, giving a reason, who is going to suppress, etc. And then you will find that record will be recorded under suppress record, right? So that way you should be able to see what is your pending remediation, what you have completed, and what is in the suppression section. Going ahead, I think the next part is reporting for it. So for the reporting, you have PPT, you have Word, you have Excel, all three formats are available, right? So PPT will just give you an overview, how many severities into which each category. And then Word will have a little bit detailed tabular view, and the Excel is a deep down information of Microsoft 365 here, right? So this is about Microsoft 365 security inspection. And again, we have ticketing ability here. So under, Barsha, would you like to take up ticketing and dashboard for this?
Yeah, sure, Rochelle. So, all right. So we have the dashboard created also for M365. And Rochelle, just if you can go. Yeah, just search with 365, correct. All right, so this is the M365 security inspection dashboard. This is a basic one that we are starting with the beta plan, but we plan to improve on this more. So here you can see the severity and the count. Also, we have a pie chart that shows the similar description of what's the count of the vulnerabilities as per the severity. And below there is a detailed tabular view. Right. So reports are covered, right, Roshali? Can you go back to the company wherein we have the alerts? So for Microsoft 365 also, whatever findings are identified through the scan, all of those are created into alerts. Roshali, the screen is stuck. Yeah, okay. And subsequently, a ticket is created into your PSA, whatever is configured. So it's the same behavior that is there with other integrations as well.
Would you like to share your screen, Barsha?
Yeah, just a moment.
Thank you.
I just shared.
Yeah, it's visible. Thank you.
Okay.
So you're on Google.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So here are the alerts, as you see here, and these will be translated into tickets within your PSA. We will also bring in an activity tab within the M365 security inspection report, which will list the daily activities that has been done in the account related to user modification, creation, any other calendar events. So all of that will be recorded in a separate tab that will be activity. Those are only for regular audit purpose, and those will not be created into tickets in the PSA. So that was all with M365. Anything else? Else we can move probably to the next one. All
I
right.
think then we can go to Google Workspace. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. So again, for Google, just quickly. So this also works in the same way. Basically, we are trying to do a comprehensive scan within your Google Workspace environment and identify the misconfigurations, anything incorrect related to user behavior, identify those, and then provide recommendations to fix those. So similarly, Google Workspace needs to be also integrated within the portal, and it requires the principal username of the super admin of the main account. So that's the criteria that we have today. And it also needs to upload a credential.json, which is easily downloadable from the Google Workspace main account, again, the super admin. So there are some steps that needs to be done in order to fetch this credential JSON file. So all of that will be documented in the Confluence. Once you get that, you come here and you upload, and you're good to with your integration in Google Workspace. Then is the company mapping. This is again similar to what we have for other integrations. So once a company is mapped, the scan initiates in the background, and once the scan is initiated, it gets populated in the Cloud Assessment Google Workspace dashboard. So this is what is displayed after the scan is done. As you can see that 40% is non-compliant and the remaining 60% is compliant. So clicking on each of these findings will also give you, again, recommendations for remediations. So as per this, if the remediation is done and then a scan is run, then the updated compliant and non-compliant numbers are synced here. Similarly, if the user wants to sync at any point in time, there is a sync now option here. Activity is the module wherein, again, the regular audit is recorded for this particular Google Workspace account. This is something similar to what I was telling in the Microsoft 365 Security Inspector as well. So, and jobs displays the sync that's happening. Alerts, again, is the system alerts. Again, whatever findings are identified, they are created as alerts. And if it is integrated with your PSA, then regular tickets will be created in your PSA. So all of this is similar to other cloud assessment M365 that we have. We also have reporting available for Google Workspace. So we search here with the search is not, I'll just quickly. Yeah. So this is the module wherein we'll get the reports for Google Workspace also. Right now it's available as doc and Excel format. Again, this is a very basic report. So this is how it looks like. Okay, is the report visible?
No, Barsha.
Okay.
We'll have to change the screen.
Is it now visible?
Yes, it is. It is. Thank you.
So similar to what we have shown in the portal, that's what we are exporting to report, but this is downloadable that we can send it across to your clients. And we also have the dashboard. For Google Workspace.
Not able to see the dashboard yet. We're still on the report.
Okay.
Okay, we can see now. Thank you.
So again, this shows the chart between compliant and non-compliant. As per the license type, whatever the super admin account has, we are also showing the compliance distribution. We are also showing the devices, the different type of devices that has been synced, even distribution, and again, total tabular details of what the findings are. Any questions so far? All right. So, Rishali, I think with this, Google is done. Probably over to you for VAS. I'll continue to share my screen.
Yeah, you can take me to web application scanner. I think currently the third premium feature, what is there in the pipeline, is web application scanner. I understand that Connect Secure has external asset scan ability right now, but web application scanner is in line with your top 10 OWASP. I think that's what every partner was looking for so long. So the standards what we are using here is a top 10 open web application security, right? So here you have a very similar to what we do in the external scan. You need to add the configuration. So if you click on add, here you can add a URL, right? So you can give a name, you can give a URL starting with either HTTP or HTTPS. And then if there are certain paths which has to be included or excluded, you could add in there. And there are different scan types here, right? I think if you can take me back there, yeah. The scan types we have is a passive or active. I think this is the main one which you'll have to select. So passive is typically, it just does a scan and it's a non-intrusive scan, right? So this can be done, without actually manipulating anything. That's a passive scan. Whereas versus that is an active scan, which is a full-fledged attack simulation. Right. So in the active scan, we don't, recommend that use active scan in the production environment, right? Because that's a risk because it's actually going to simulate, it may block certain items. So that's going to be, your risk of it. But then, yes, we have everything documented well on this. How does passive work? How will active work? What are the different recommendation? Like you should do passive scan for your production environment versus you should do active for your development or say testing environment, right? So yes, any questions? Okay. I think going forward, then there are two spider types. So one is a spider and another one is a spider Ajax. So spider scan is nothing but it just crawls the web application and it will discover all your URLs, your forms, your endpoints, right, within that particular application. Whereas spider Ajax is designed to crawl modern web applications, right, wherein it will use, it will look for JavaScript, Ajax, dynamic content loading, etc. Right, so that is different ways of doing the scan. And then robots and sitemap, typically robot.txt takes you to information about, how you could, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry for that. So robot.txt is a standard used by website to instruct web crawlers, like, your search engines. Whereas parse sitemap, it will use, that is sitemap XML, it contains a list of all the URLs, right? So this is a very useful scan when you use parse sitemap XML. So likewise, you can select, what kind of a scan type you want to, what kind of a spider type you would like to go ahead. Do you want to include parse robots? Do you want to include parse sitemap, right? So that way you should be able to do different types of scan over here. And again, once you add the configuration, immediately the scan will start as very similar to external scan. If you want to do a scan at later point in time, you can use the scan later option over here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can also give a duration. You can define a duration for which you would like to do the scan. And accordingly, it will take complete between that particular duration there. Moving to results, I think once you have all here, the jobs, yeah, sorry, go ahead, Barsha, with the jobs. So you will see the job gets initiated and the entry will be seen here, whether it's progressed, it's in progress, it's completed. You should be able to see those details over here. Right, so you can track what scans are in progress. Then again, under results, you will have all the results which are available. Here, I think the difference is you have the scan type, you have how many times you have done the scan. And then again, in that, if you go to a particular scan result, you should be able to see all the entries. Like for an example, here you will see there are 7 scan histories for that, right? So what was the scan duration for that? High, medium, low informational vulnerabilities. So those all have been chalked out here. So there is one more deeper view. If you click on the updated field here. Okay, so here you will have a complete information of that particular VAS scan. So how many vulnerabilities were discovered? What are the categories of those vulnerabilities? How many high, medium, low? And what are the items, right? So here every item again has the details of, so for an example, scripts of here, right? We are looking at it. So what are the instances what we are looking at for the vulnerability, right? Vulnerabilities detected. Which are the vulnerabilities that was detected there? What are the references that you could use to get more details about it? And what is the remediation for that particular vulnerability? So it's a full-fledged, like from identifying, scanning, getting the details, and then how you can actually remediate it is also available right now in that particular result section. Okay. Thank you, Barsha. So right now, this is what we have on the VAS side. So all these 3 premium sections like cloud assessments are still getting evolved in a different fashion. Like every M365 is already in beta. Web application scanner and Google Workspace will be coming soon, and we will get it enhanced over a time. Okay.
Just to add on to this, Roshali, for M365, we have also we have enabled this cloud assessment for CSP as well as for non-CSP accounts. So earlier it was only for non-CSP single tenant, but now any CSP user who has multiple tenants under them can also use configure and use this cloud assessment module within Connect Secure.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Barsha. I'll just go ahead and share my screen. Okay, coming back, I think we've already done all 3 demos. So if anybody has any question, please let me know. Otherwise, we will move ahead to news queue structure here. So I think in the last call also, we demonstrated at what is the news queue structure going to be. So Connect Secure going forward will have standard and a premium queue. You should be able to see this information under your plan and billing section.
Roshali, you're not sharing the screen.
Oh, is it? Okay, 1 minute. I'll reshare again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's there now.
Okay. All right. So, sorry, coming back again. So standard and premium, again, in your plan and billing section, you have these details, right? It will be there on admin login. So you should be able to see this. And from here, you should be able to have an ability to change between the 2 plans, right? Either you can upgrade to premium, or if you want to downgrade to standard, you can do that from the portal itself here. Okay. Now, as I said, the premium offering, part of premium offering is M365, Google Workspace, and web application. this will not be available under standard SKU, right? I think the timeline what we have currently is starting from 1st April, this should be live. Premium SKU definitely will have all these three features available. So as Barsha rightly said that we already have 365 beta available. So that is for non-CSP. CSP support is coming soon for that. Google Workspace will be launching soon. And this on-premise support is available. So there are two modules, right? SaaS and on-prem. So SaaS, you will see all three features available, whereas in on-prem, you will see only M365 assessment will be available. Okay. So right now that's what going ahead in time, we will definitely be working. Partners, when they log in, they are seeing this particular pop-up now. So last few days left to end the beta. So Microsoft 365 beta will be ending soon on March 31st. And then beta partners will be automatically switched to premium plan. Please note this. If you want to opt out of a premium plan by any chance, for any reason, just write an email to support@ConnectSecure and that you wish to opt out from premium before the actual transition happens. Okay. So as I already said, these three are going to be three premium SKU features. Now, what are the SKU changes that we are doing? As I already said that standard edition, which is the edition that we are using today, right? And the premium edition will be with advanced features like M365, Google Workspace, and WAS, that is web application scanning. And definitely many more will come there. But right now, these are the three ones which are available. How is the pricing different? Where can I find a pricing structure? That is right under your plan and billing section, under your ConnectSecure portal, which gives you an overview of what is the standard pricing looks like and the premium SKU pricing looks like. If you need any additional pricing inquiry, either reach out to your distributor or for ConnectSecure, you can reach out to billing@ConnectSecure. Okay. What SKU will new partners get upon signing up? So all new trials going forward from 1st of April, all our new trials will be by default premium SKU, right? So by the time your trial expires, you have a chance to either downgrade to standard or you want to continue with premium, you can continue with premium, right? So under your trial expiry, you will have that option. Right from UI, you can do that as I showcased already. Now, how does it impact billing for current partners? So billing updates in two scenarios. So partners which are using M365 assessment beta plan since December will be automatically upgraded to premium SKU, right? And partners who are not using M365 assessment, so that particular feature is not at all used, they will remain on the standard SKU with no changes in their billing. So only affecting the partners who are using this particular module here. Okay, can you opt out? Yes, you can definitely opt out from premium SKU, or how you can do that? You can just write an email to support@connectsecure.com before 1st of April, and they will switch you to standard SKU here. Can you upgrade or downgrade? Yes, you can upgrade or downgrade from the portal itself. You'll have to just say click on upgrade in the UI. It asks you for the confirmation. And then after the confirmation, it will tell you whether you have an effective date or it is an immediate change, right? So that way you should be able to upgrade and downgrade. How many upgrades and downgrades are allowed? So typically it's only one upgrade or downgrade is allowed per month from the UI. But if you choose to downgrade for some reason to standard, and if you want to go back to premium, it should be allowed in the next billing cycle. Okay. Certain premium offerings, what are the plans that are going ahead? So as Barsha said, we will be having CSP support. Then we are evolving cloud assessment with adherence to CIS baseline standard, right? This is something the team is working upon. We'll be also adding asset management documentation features soon. And definitely there will be more value-added reports and dashboards that you will see that we will enhance the existing dashboards, the reports, we will add more value-added reports. So that way, that's the road ahead for your cloud assessment or premium offering. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Any questions you have?
Thanks, Roshali. Mandeep and Paul, I really appreciate you guys, hopping onto this call. I know it's early days and hence the number of participants are a little limited, but I can assure you, I've seen this exact same journey in the US where we started initially, there are just 6-7 partners who joined. Now, when we have the same call, more than 120, 130 people join, and it's a very active community. That's more important. It's a very active community. People exchange a lot of ideas and it's really vibrant. And I hope that over time, the APAC community will become, mirror the same. and even outstrip what we do in the US. So really appreciate you guys taking the time out. And
just,
ladies, Barsha, Vidya, Rushali, thank you very much. I think Vidya, you have something.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
going
no.
to keep.
There were some Q&As. Like, the first question Paul Miller had is, can we segregate premium and standard? Right now, no. One is complexity of the billing on our side, and second, we believe these 365, especially 365 with CSP and non-CSP support. It will really you can have very good conversations with your clients to kind of push the value of the premium, right? So we believe that will help on a long term, Paul. That's been our answer till now. So we'll be possible, but as I said, right now it's not technically implemented in our solution. Is billing done through Paxate? Yeah, I think we do have direct and Paxate. So Rishali, you can answer that. We do billing through Paxate as well.
Correct. We do billing through Paxate. So even these premium and standard SKUs will be available via Paxate as well. Yeah, I think that's it, Vidyaji.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you so much, everyone, and have a good day ahead. One more question, sorry. Do we need to inform the opt-out to Paxate or Connect Secure? You can drop an email to support@Connect Secure. We will do that. Perfect.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So much. Bye.